I just saw that 9:26. I'm like, 9:26? That's somebody's birthday. Oh no, that's the time. Tomorrow is my mother's birthday. It is practically balmy out there today. It was 44 degrees yesterday, wasn't it? Something like that. Look at that. I'm all bundled up, but I'm going to be outside. So I'll see you out there. Good morning. It's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Pearl is very barky today, so I decided not to do a live. So here we go. She can bark if she needs to because she's home now. I'm overdressed, but my hair's a mess, so I thought I was, well, it was 59 when I started getting dressed, so I thought I was going to be cold. But it's actually not so cold because I have my sweater on. This is my Monte Rosa by Isabel Kramer. Very high on my list of favorites. So, the girls are home. They came home last night. They were very excited. They were pretty quiet. Maisie wanted lots of cuddles. Pearl wanted cuddles too. But otherwise, they slept a lot. Maisie's having trouble pooping though. So I don't know what that's about. I wonder if she didn't drink enough water while she was at camp. I don't know. If that persists, we'll have to take her to the vet. But Dennis did Dr. Google or Vet Google the vet, and found that pumpkin is good for regulating dogs. So, and we had canned pumpkin, so we gave her some pumpkin. She ate a little bit of it. She's 100 pounds, so probably not enough. You can't, like, hide pumpkin like you can a pill. We put pills in Velveeta. The girls love Velveeta. And it's very good for pills. It's not going to work for pumpkin though. I forget the name of this hat. This is the hat that I made to match the same yarn. Back in the olden days when I felt like knitting, and I made a cable hat, and it's cute. It's got a pom-pom. The pom-pom is just tied on. It's not very secure. But that's how we roll here, as you know. So anyway, so I have an open can of pumpkin, and we watched a pumpkin bread bake-off yesterday. Not a bake-off. There's a guy who has a channel called Highfalutin Low Carb on YouTube, and he takes keto recipes, different keto recipes for different things, and he tries them out and compares them and sees what he thinks. So he did pumpkin bread yesterday, and now I have a can of pumpkin open, so I might make some pumpkin bread today. I didn't get a lot of crafting done yesterday. I didn't even craft when I was with my crafting meeting with Christy. I just talked. I was tired by that point. I had gotten up early, and my painting was discouraging. I can't, for the life of me, figure out what to paint. I have to paint a wedding card, and my mother's birthday's tomorrow, and I need a birthday card. And I tried something. It didn't work. It looks terrible. I did do the very first little bit of trying to capture a picture of the moonrise. I talked about how gorgeous the moonrise was, so I had an idea how to try to paint that. So, so I made the first thing, so I made the moon, and then I put masking fluid on it, and it took a long time to dry, and I was doing something with cards, and they didn't work out, and I got kind of discouraged. My problem is I want to make a bunch of cards, but I don't have any idea what to paint for those cards. It's a mental block. Actually, it's a thing I'm working on with my painting because, you know, I was talking about it with Dennis. It's like, how do people decide what to paint, you know, and we've been watching, you know, the great masters and Caravaggio and, you know, and they're all painting, you know, biblical allegory kind of things, you know, religious things back in those days. I don't know where I got these glasses. And you know, it just feels like a momentous decision what to paint. And it's not as if I don't have plenty of paint, plenty of paper, and plenty of time that I could paint anything. It's crazy. Anyway, but I'm having trouble figuring out what to paint. What I tried yesterday did not work out. But I will be painting a card for my mother today. I've decided I'm going to do like a sunrise over the Atlantic scene, a little beachy scene, which is not in any way appropriate to my mother, but maybe I'll do a flower. Maybe I'll just find a video on how to make easy flowers. She likes everything I do. She's my mother, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, and now I'm rambling. So by the time I was tired and it was time for me to craft with Christy, I was in no mood to craft. So we just talked, and it was fun. I haven't talked to her in a couple weeks. So that was nice. And read a book. I stayed up too late finishing the book. So my whole getting up early thing, I got up earlier than I have been when I was home, but not too early. But I did do, like open my curtain a little bit to let the light in, and that worked again. I mean, I was in bed a little later because I went to bed late, but I'll try to do better today. I was just low energy and discouraged with my painting. By that time, I was too tired to try to think about picking up the stitches around the neck on my boxy, but I will be doing that. And the other thing I have on my agenda this week is putting together Megan's Advent box that I'm sending to New Zealand. She just messaged me, I can't find my address book. What's your address again? So I gave it to her and I said, give me yours because I can't find yours either. So, which is a good reminder. I got to get that in the mail. Oh, which is also a reminder. I made a mistake yesterday. Our Saturday Zoom is not this coming Saturday. It's the 6th, November 6th. My math skills are off, and I was thinking that Saturday was the 2nd for some reason. I have no idea how that got in my brain. But our Saturday crafting together is the first Saturday of November, which is the 6th. And to tell you the truth, I was really glad that Saturday isn't the 2nd, because then I'm really behind. And I'm not so behind anymore. So that feels better. So it will be 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, because our time changes on Saturday night. And so we'll be in Standard Time by then. So mark your calendar, and I got it in my head now. Mark my calendar. November 6th is our Craft Together Zoom meeting that Valerie hosts for us. And Christy said she might come. So I have to, she's not on Ravelry, she's not a knitter, so I have to send her the link. So that would be fun. But I'm looking forward to it. By then I will be working on my Forest Park cardigan, because I really must be done. I'm going to be done with my boxy before then. I should be done with my boxy in a week and a half, don't you think? Almost 2 weeks. Surely I can do the neck in that amount of time. But, the way I'm going, who knows? Anyway. See? She's barking. She's feeling barky since she got home. We'll let her bark a minute. Now she's done. She went back inside. Oh, the sun is coming out. It's crazy how my mood improves as soon as the sun comes out a tiny little bit. So, yesterday I went to the fish store. It was really surprising to me, but I could not get oysters on the half shell when we were down in North Carolina on the Outer Banks to go. We didn't go to any restaurants, so but I want to, fish stores wouldn't, my fish store will sell me oysters on the half shell, but I I couldn't find a seafood store in the Outer Banks that would do that for me, and none of the oyster places would do on the half shell to go. I guess they were worried about them spoiling or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, so I had an urge for oysters. Now, I'm going out to dinner tomorrow for my mother's birthday. I'm taking my parents out with my 2 brothers and their wives. And I can get oysters there. So I just said, oh, I'm going out to dinner on Tuesday. I can get oysters. But Dennis had found this recipe he wanted to try for fish stew. And so I went to the fish store and bought fish for him, and I got myself some oysters on the half shell. So that's what I had for dinner last night, and some shrimp with peanut sauce. We had peanut sauce left over. We thought we had taken it with us to North Carolina and bought shrimp on our way there so we could have shrimp and peanut sauce for dinner when we got there, and we didn't have the peanut sauce, so we had shrimp cocktail, and it was fine. But so we had peanut sauce left, and so we had shrimp with peanut sauce and oysters on the half shell. Oh, and clams, because I bought the stew has clams, squid, cod, and shrimp. And so I bought too many clams, and so we had clams last night too. So we're having fish 2 nights in a row because he's making the fish stew today. It will be yummy. And I'm going to make the pumpkin bread, so that should be yummy. So that's the plan for today. But tomorrow I'm going to State College and have supper with my parents and my family, and that will be nice, and stay overnight with my brother. So no vlog on Wednesday, because I will be coming home on Wednesday morning. So that's what's happening here. I'm hoping, I've been maybe I have a little bit of the post-vacation blues, I'm not sure. Having the sun come out would be nice. That seems to help, help my mood a lot. I think if I'm going to be that influenced by the weather, I need to live someplace that's sunny more often. I'm sure Vicky would tell me I should move to San Diego. They have generally very nice weather. Although they had some really hot weather this summer, I think. I was worried about them because they don't have air conditioning. Although, the whole world didn't have air conditioning until 50 years ago. I got the hiccups. So anyway, I guess I'm gonna go. I have to paint a card for my mother, and I'm gonna make pumpkin bread, and I want to pick up the stitches for that boxy. Surely I'll be done with that boxy shortly, so I can start on my forest park and hope my brain can decrease while I'm decreasing. I've done it before. I did it with Dennis's sweater. I've done it with my sweater, so I'm sure I can do it. I just need to get my brain in gear. I can do that. I'm sure I can do that. So that's all the news is. I am gonna go and get started. Maybe I'll get oh, I have to, since this isn't live, I have to put together my video, and then I'm gonna make pumpkin bread. I might even have it made in the oven before Dennis comes down from drinking his tea. Could happen. Anyway, please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane.